let's get your thoughts on how the currency market is playing out right now. I'm hearing that there's very little activity in the interbank market, but we're still seeing some activity with the WDAS auction at the central bank.
Yeah, hello, Wole. Yeah, you're right. There has been no interbank trading on the foreign exchange side, but at least the CBN has been active this week. The two WDAS bids held on Monday. $250 million was sold with a very mild devaluation of 12 kobo, taking the naira to 156.83. And then today, CBN sold, they offered 200 million to the market, and the currency actually appreciated by 13 kobo. So we're at 156.70 now, and the currency is basically range bound.
Well, clearly, these are unusual times for the currency market. Like you mentioned, the naira gaining in the WDAS auction today. But your thoughts on the trend we probably would see once the interbank market gets back, once the strike is called off, what do you think is likely to happen to the naira there?
There's likely to be some level of pressure. As at the time the strike commenced, the naira, with a little bit of trading, was at about 162.40, and there's going to be some pent-up demand from people who were not able to fill in their orders this week. Maybe you couldn't make WDAS or something. So once activity picks up, we expect that pent-up demand to come. What will happen, what will temper the value of the currency will depend on oil majors. If oil majors are selling, that will have an alleviating effect. But at least for major importers, fortunately, CBN has been in the market, and that will take up a significant portion of the imports.
Well, at this stage, it's tough to say if the strike is going to impact on oil production, on oil exports. But your thoughts on if we do see some shocks in that sector, how do you think the naira will be able to cope with that?
Well, it would be unfortunate. That's one of the things when there's an action like this. There would probably be some mild devaluation. So far, production has stayed steady, but we don't know what's going to happen over the next few days, depending on between the labor unions and the government. So there could be some impact in the very short term, but it would be a very short-term thing, I would believe.
Well, very unusual times in Nigeria. Thanks. Let's leave it there for today.
That
was Kubi Momoh, the regional treasurer at UBA.